So, in order to keep your keyboards all spicy and clean looking, so that the numbers and letters don't get all dirtied up and shit like that, and the numbers and letters start fading away, right? You can see that the N right there kind of faded away, but I know where it's at, right? So, in order to keep your keyboards all from the letters and numbers from fading away, because I know there's a whole bunch of gamers that are out there, bunch of gamers and blah blah blah, right? Bunch of gamers and shit like that, all like hardcore gamers. You sit down at your computers with food and drink, maybe some beer, soda, pretzels, whatever the fuck you got, right? So in order to keep your keyboards all fresh and clean, just keep your keyboards wrapped up in plastic. Just keep your keyboards just wrapped up in plastic, so that the letters, the enter key or maybe the spacebar key, the key, the keys itself, right? Just keep your keyboards wrapped up in plastic, so that the letters don't fade, the numbers don't fade, right? No no dust, dust and food particles, water, coffee, soda, food particles, maybe if I'm eating chips, popcorn, shit like that. Just keep your keyboards covered up in plastic, so that, you don't have to keep on going out and buying a brand new keyboard, right? Go to the grocery store, get some plastic wrap, go to a hardware store, get some tape, you know, and do what I do, right? Just keep your keyboards wrapped up in plastic. Wrap it up a couple of times and you tape it on the bottom, right? You tape it up on the bottom, right? Like this. Tape everything up on the bottom. And then on the top, right? All you have, when the plastic starts to look bad, right? When the plastic starts to look bad, you take a pair of scissors, and take the plastic off, take the tape off, right? You take the plastic, the tape. You take scissors and whatever, and you just take this all off, right? You take this all off, right? And then you put brand new plastic on it. You put brand new plastic on your keyboards. It's not that hard, guys. Come on, gamers. Specifically for gamers or people who work in an office, whatever. You're sitting down at a desk. You got coffee. You're having maybe a bagel or a donut or whatever, and you don't want crumbs getting on your work on your keyboard or whatever. Blah blah blah. So this is what you basically do. You just cover up your keyboards and plastic. Dust, dust won't get on it, right? Food product like coffee, soda, what, let's say, oh, I'm drinking something. Oh, I'm drinking something. Oh no, I got coffee all over. Oh no, oh, I got water all over it. Oh, I got, soda. I got soda. I got, it's all messy. Yeah. You have to go out and spend like between 30 to $200 or $300 for a brand new keyboard, blah, blah. Yeah, no, no. Go to a grocery store. Get some plastic wrap. Go to a hardware store. Get tape, right? The beige tape, right? Get this kind of a tape, right? And you cover up your keyboard in plastic. Cover up your keyboards in plastic. And, you do what I do. Gamers. People who work in office buildings. Gamers. People who work in office buildings. Shit like that. Keep your keyboards wrapped up in plastic so that water, coffee, bagel bits, whatever, whatever kind of food you're eating, donuts, whatever, Doritos, shit like that, Your fingers, your fingertips are very oily. I don't know if people notice that, but like your fingertips are very oily, and from using the keyboards too much, the numbers, the letters, and the numbers will just start fading away, right? You know, the arrow keys, the number pad, the letters, the numbers up here, the F keys, right? All the F keys, you know, the caps lock, space bar, shit down over here, what, you know, the arrow keys, these keys, you know, guys, gamers and people who work in an office building, people like, you know, keep your keyboards covered up in plastic, right? Do what I do. Keep your keyboards covered up in plastic so that you can keep your, so that, you know, when the plastic starts looking old, right? When the plastic, you know, it'll start looking old and worn. You tear it off. You tear off the old plastic, and you have a brand new keyboard. It looks like you just went out and bought a brand new keyboard because you're keeping the keyboard covered up in plastic so that it doesn't get ruined. Always keep your keyboards covered up in plastic so that beer, coffee, I don't know, whatever, Dorito chips, coffee, beer, water, orange juice, soda, does not end up in the keyboard itself. It's not that hard to do. Gamers, people who work in an office, keep your keyboards covered up in plastic so that nothing happens underneath. Nothing happens underneath. You can just take the plastic off, and then put new plastic on. Go to a grocery store, spend maybe $2 or $3 or whatever, between $2 and $5 for plastic wrap. Right, between $2 and $5 for plastic wrap. Go to a hardware store, get some tape. And then you don't have to go out and spend between $30 to about maybe I don't know, $150, $200 for a goddamn fucking keyboard. It's not that hard. Keep your keyboards covered up in plastic. Thank me later. Thank me later.